guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go and take a look at this guy right here. This is Super Saiyan 3 XENO GOTENKS. One thing to keep in mind is that, remember, he does have a different name than this GOTENKS right here. This is Teen Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS. So we can actually use the two of them together. I do think that this Teen GOTENKS is probably vastly superior. But I do think that this Super Saiyan 3 XENO GOTENKS, he actually can potentially be a pretty helpful or pretty solid option. I do think so. So basically the basics with him is that the main gimmick with him and the Super Saiyan 3 Gohanks is that if you use them either with debuffers or a Dragon Ball Hero category ally, they could be doing guaranteed double supers, which is a ridiculously powerful mechanic. I mean, some of the best units in the game's history, right? Dokkan, Fidel, STR, LR, Broly are characters that are routinely shooting out guaranteed double supers, which makes them really, really powerful. So, I think that the Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS could potentially be a pretty good option. I was impressed by Gohanks, so I think that this Super Saiyan 3 GOTENKS will be similarly good. I think Gohanks might be a tad better, because he has Cold Judgment, right, which is such a powerful defensive link. This GOTENKS has Kamehameha instead, although that's a more common sort of attack link, right? So, alright, we're starting on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Got a bunch of units. Unfortunately, I brought some Heroes units, but they're not on this rotation, and we're probably not going to see them on rotation. So this first run is not going to be the greatest run for this GOTENKS. We're probably not going to see him fully build up his passive even in this run, but in the follow-up run, we'll bring him on the crossover team, and we'll be able to fully build him up right there. See, like, that attack set's, like, really bad. Okay, he did get a super attack. Well, I guess that was just the hidden potential system super right there. But it's like, the initial attack stats by Gohanks and XENO GOTENKS are just, like, really unimpressive. That's, like, not good. But it's like the strength of them would be relying upon their additional super attacks, right? That's what's, like, really powerful and really helpful with these guys. So if we're able to get those additional super attacks, then at that point they're actually starting to look pretty good. Like, their damage is actually, like, really reasonable numbers. But again, that's sort of the thing, is we do need them to be busting out these additionals for those damage numbers to be looking really, really good, right? So, like, on that turn right there, where we weren't able to do that, honestly, he didn't really look that overly impressive, I would say. Okay, so we have this turn as well. Now, this same turn as last turn, except this time, he's had 2 super attacks last turn. Defense is he's at the 200k. We are getting a 40% support type buff from the time limit support GOTENKS right there. Let's go and take a look. So, GOTENKS' links, by the way. So he has Super Saiyan, Over in a Flash, The Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Kamehameha, and Shattering the Limit. Those are the links that this GOTENKS is rocking right there. He's at 200k right here, which is definitely solid, because, he's getting his 30% attack and offensive buff for 1 turn, and he does also lower enemy attack and defense also, right? So, he's going to be able to build up at least a reasonable amount of defense right here. Yeah, 2.5, again, really, I'm pretty unimpressed, unless he do a double super, which he didn't even do, right? So that's a bit of a bummer. So he didn't really look that great. I mean, we ended up on opposite ends from a Heroes unit. I mean, honestly, like, I'm following this video up directly after the Gohanks video. So I guess their performance actually seems like it's very close, very similar. So I guess it is good to sort of see what one of these units would look like when they're not, like, busting out a ton of additionals and stuff like that. This AGL GOTENKS is still really nuts, by the way. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into a different event. I think we'll probably just go directly to the crossover team. We'll pair GOTENKS along with the Gohanks. We'll go ahead and let them all the way build up, and, really see how impressive that those units can start to look. We got one more rotation, actually, we can get with our boy GOTENKS right here. So now we have a Heroes unit. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's starting to look pretty good. We have a lot of support on this rotation, right? We're getting a full 80% attack and defensive support. I mean, he's going to get the guaranteed additional super attack right here. You know, so he's going to still need an attack to build up his full passive. And then he's getting the 30% attack and defensive buff from his passive, right? So this is a turn, actually, where Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is looking pretty good. Yeah, 3.4 right there. That's much better. But then he pops a guaranteed additional one right here. Up to 4.17. Not bad. Both of those supers right there looking pretty solid. I think his damage is a bit higher than Gohank's. Yeah, I see Gohank's should be able to get better defense. And looks like Gotenks is going to be able to put up a little bit better offense. I guess that does make sense for sure. Alright guys, now we're over here on the Dragon, or no, this is crossover team. Crossover team, my bad. We should see Xeno Gotenks looking pretty good here. Next turn, we'll be able to get him next to Gohanks, right? And then at that point, we have a lot of his links active, and he's able to look very good. Again, I think that Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Gotenks, the way it works with these two is that he's going to be putting up more impressive offensive stats, and then Gohanks is going to be able to get more impressive defensive stats, right? Along with Gohank's ceiling, and then Gotenks lowers enemy attack and defense. I would probably say the ceiling being better than the lowering enemy attack and defense also. Gotenks is on a couple more category teams than Gohanks, though. Well, at least, what is it, one fusion? I guess it's just one fusion. Or, no, not... It's just one extra team. He's on the Kamehameha team. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. I'll go ahead and float off Xenopan. And I think we'll be able to have 6 out of 7 links active for Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. With the only link that will not be active will actually be Kamehameha, right? I don't know about running the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on the Kamehameha team. What heroes units are over there? So you do have the Gotenks. I mean, Ames is on there, but you're definitely not rocking Ames. No way. I guess the Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You certainly could rock him. The two of them together, that would definitely work. There's also the Xeno Goku support, the 40% Goku family support. So it's like you could go to the Kamehameha team and bring some of these, a few of the heroes units. And then that definitely could potentially help out quite a bit. Okay, so this is good, right? We'll be able to have everything active except for Kamehameha as well as the Innocents. Those are the two links we won't have active. He's up to 200k defense. I'm going to be very curious to see what Gotenks' performance is on the next turn, though. I think next turn we should see some very, very impressive numbers from Gotenks, right? Next turn, for sure. All right, there's a 2 million attack set from you. It's like, whatever. And again, it's like, with the multiple super attacks, that's where their damage is actually at a pretty good level, right? Yeah, and he jumps up to a 3 million attacks right there with multiple supers. Give me one more. Come on. He just a normal attack right there. Yeah, I think that they're fairly reasonable units. They'll be able to put up good damage. I do think you could rock them as a rotation of something like Infinite Dragon Ball History, or, you know, one of like the legendary events, and I do think that they potentially could work moderately well. I don't think that they're like, you know, oh, gods of the game or anything like that, but I do definitely think that they are actually like fairly solid units. I like them. I like them. The thing with the heroes units, man, there's no units that is just like a dramatic L. All of them, right? All of them are good. They have some usefulness, right? Like, even the SSRs, right? Like, Robel's got the dodging and the Rainbow Orb changing. Brainwash Supreme Kai of Time, I think, really could make noise in Super Battle Road stages. Especially if you get her stun to activate, right? I don't know. It's not realistic for her, I don't think, in some of these stages to be able to get, like, all of those attack buffs active. But she could still have pretty good defense, chance to stun, as well as having a decent attack set. So, like, she could be good in Super Battle Road stages. You go through a lot of these characters, right? God Trunks and the hero team is great. Meki Kabura puts up really impressive numbers. A lot of the EZAs are good. Like, I'm pretty satisfied with this celebration overall. Gotenks is fully built up, so that 290k defense is not bad. He's getting 2 30% super attack effects. So, like, well, I say not bad, but this, I mean, start of turn 300k defense is very good. All right? Like, that's very good. And he's got two 30% super attack effects right there. So, like, we're definitely taking that. I am absolutely taking the level of performance we're seeing from this Gotenks, man. I definitely am. So, let me know what you guys think of Xeno Gotenks and the Super Saiyan 3 Gohanks. But again, I think both of them are actually fairly impressive units. I would say that I do like both of these characters quite a bit. And I think that they actually, again, can put up some pretty impressive numbers for us, right? Alright, this is Power to Overcome Crisis, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Xeno. His leader skill is Super AGL type Key 3 and 100% of stats. His super attack is the Super Ultra Burning Kamehameha, which raises attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. Good for Super Battle Road. His passive skill, Elusive Super Warrior, gives him 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets an additional 30% attack and defense with each super attack performed, up to a max of 120%. Then he launches a guaranteed additional super. There's another Dragon Ball Hero category ally attacking in the same turn, or if the target enemy is stunned or sealed. His links are Super Saiyan, Over in a Flash, The Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Kamehameha, and Shattering the Limit. He does have Over in a Flash, very prevalent on Super Saiyan 3, and Fusion, right? 12 kill multiplier, 140%. That's the typical number. In terms of EZAs he can be good in, there's actually a lot, dude. There's the OG STR Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, STR Janemba, STR Omega, STR LR Broly. Like, there's a lot of EZAs. This Gotenks actually could potentially help you get Zenian, so that's good. And then, finally, our boy is on a number of category teams here. He is, of course, on the Fusion team. Good to get any options we possibly can there. He is also over here on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Again, one of the best teams in the game. He's here on the Kamehameha team as well, where, you know, there certainly is a lot of really good characters over there. He's here on the Time Traveler team. Again, every time, I just can't wait for a new leader there. He's here on the Dragon Ball Hero team, which is pretty good. Then, of course, he's on the Crossover team, which is also pretty good. Then he's down here on the Defender of Justice team. Hopefully we get more options here, but the Time Patrol being on it is always going to help this category team. Then he's also over here on the Time Limit category. Yeah, this is Time Limit right here. And then finally, he is on the Super Saiyan 3 team. So, let me know what you guys think of this Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.